So we're in Medyka, Poland today at the border with Ukraine and Poland, where thousands of refugees are still coming here every day. It's the evening and the crowd is lesser, but there are still many people and many of them have no idea where they are going. I've talked today to a mom of a 5-year-old and she was sharing how they had to flee. They've been holding off. They lived on the outskirts of Kharkov, and they've been holding off until the last moment, until they've started hearing the bombs explode in the neighbors' houses, and their kitchen windows started cracking and breaking. And she was just saying it was too hard to explain it to my 5-year-old that it's all just a game, that it's all trying to make it light for him. But she left her parents behind who didn't want to leave. She left a lot of relatives. Two of her brothers' families are there because her brothers are in the military and family couldn't leave. And so she said with tears in her eyes how they are starting their days with, "Hi, is it quiet there?" She said the new greeting started being, "Is it quiet?" or "Have you had bombing?" And it is a hard reality. It's been over a month since the war started, and there is still no end seen, and it's just really hard to talk to these people and to see how they had to leave everything behind that they've ever known and that they've ever had, but to see how they can come here and be greeted by people who care, be greeted by people who really empathize with their situation and are offering help that is at least easing the suffering in some way. One of the things that Orphans Promise is doing right now is providing the counseling services, the psychological help, just volunteers. We are working with many other organizations. Volunteers are here every day just to sit and listen to those stories that people are telling, to offer a hot cup of cocoa or tea and some hot meal after hours of standing on the border and getting through and just listening to their story and easing their fears, reassuring them that somebody cares, reassuring them that there is a God that cares about them, a God that did not abandon them, but has a future for them in spite of this crazy situation and will help them to get through, and that there are people like you that are standing with them. So I just want to thank you personally, each one of you who are still praying, who are still supporting Orphans Promise, who are still supporting Operation Blessing, who are still supporting CBN in this effort, who are still supporting Ukraine, who is standing with Ukraine and telling them that they are not forgotten. If you want to learn more about what we are doing here on the border and also in Ukraine, all over Ukraine and in surrounding countries, you can go to orphanspromise.org and hear our regular updates about what's happening. And again, just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for caring, for praying, and for standing with us and for standing with Ukraine.